Selamat pagi dan selamat datang ke KL Central. Nama saya Hugo and today I'm going to be taking a flight on Malaysia Airlines' new 737 economy class from KLIA to Kota Bharu. Sorry if I'm pronouncing any of that wrong. Without further ado, let's head inside and catch the train to the airport. KL Central is the main station in Kuala Lumpur, which is often shortened to KL, so it's likely I'll refer to Kuala Lumpur as KL in this video. I forgot that there was check-in at this station, and that's awesome. I feel like I did read that somewhere at some point. Anyway, it was pretty easy and quiet. I believe there was a counter where you could check in bags too. I just made this KLIA Ekspres train. The KLIA Ekspres is an express airport rail link which connects the city to the airport. It stops at both Terminal 1 and 2. The train wasn't too busy, there were some seats with mini tables and there was also areas to store luggage. Now at Terminal 1 I don't need to check in because I did that at the station. But here was the Malaysia Airlines domestic check-in. There was a bit of a line and there was priority but not many counters for it. Before security there was plenty of cafes and restaurants and shopping which could be done. But thanks to my Qantas Gold status we can go and check out the lounge. But first I had to head through security which was pretty quick. The Malaysia Airlines domestic Golden Lounge here doesn't have boarding calls in the lounge, which I guess makes it feel more relaxing. In the lounge there was baggage areas, a kids play area and also great views. There was a good range of seating options as well, and there was also universal power sockets, as well as the type of power socket common in Malaysia, Wi-Fi and bathrooms including at least one shower. For a domestic lounge I thought that the food options were really great, especially considering there's no super long domestic flights. The food that I had was good. I especially liked having the laksa which was prepared fresh. There was a decent selection of drinks too. Overall it was a fantastic domestic lounge which could even pass as an international lounge in some cases. It was one of the best domestic lounges I've been to. Now let's head to the gate. By the way, I did get some email updates about this flight. There's my ride to Kota Bharu. 9 Mike X-Ray Quebec is a Boeing 737-8H6, which was delivered new to Malaysia Airlines in 2014. This is one of Malaysia Airlines 737s with the new cabin which I believe was introduced in 2022. My boarding pass said boarding at 12 o'clock, but the boarding time according to the board was 12:30.
Kami sa 256 ke Kota Bharu akan bermula sebentar lagi. Sudah sediakan my kit, passport dan pas masuk untuk pengesahan sebelum naik ke pesawat. Boarding for MH1426 to Kota Bharu will commence now. We now invite business class passengers, enriched platinum, gold, silver, one world, emerald and sapphire passengers only to board aircraft. Other passengers, please remain seated until the announcement is made. Thank you.
Boarding started bang on time, with special assistance passengers first, when the remark was changed to boarding at 12:30. I had a group on my boarding pass, but they just called priority, I think. Welcome on board one of Malaysia Airlines 737 NGs with the new cabin, featuring 12 Safran 600 recliner seats in business class in a 2-2 configuration. This is followed by 162 Safran 110i seats in a 3-3 configuration. My first impressions once on board were that it was a beautiful, modern, bright and light looking cabin. It was on the warmer side during boarding but not too bad. My seat for this flight was 26F. Now let's take a quick look at the seat features. The legroom was decent, probably about 30 inches or so, which for a domestic flight is perfectly fine. It's not heaps of legroom for a longer flight though. There's a standard seat back pocket containing a sick bag, and then there's also a standard tray table. Installed on the back of the seat, there is a USB-A and USB-C outlet, which I love that there's USB-C, and I think it was pretty fast charging too. There's also a device holder, and up there there's a literature compartment. I didn't properly get to check it out, but the recline seemed good. Unfortunately, there's no proper headrest, and padding is okay for a short flight, but not great. It seemed pretty clean on board.
Kembali di kawasan tingkat kecemasan serta ruang di hadapan anda. The emergency exit areas, aisles and bulkhead areas must be made clear of obstructions.
The crew please arm and cross-check all doors. Dihormati, saya Wen, Ketua Penerbangan ini. Juru terbang penerbangan ini ialah Kapten Siap dan penerbangan kita ke Kota Bharu akan mengambil masa selama 45 minit. Peralatan elektronik yang besar dan
It's now time for pushback, about 4 minutes early.
Apabila pesawat perlu bergerak, tanggalkan semua alat elektronik daripada pengalaman kuasa di tempat duduk anda. Our flight time to Kota Bharu is 45 minutes. The cellular service on your electronic devices must be switched to flight mode and Wi-Fi service is activated if you wish to use the device in flight.
Tunjukkan tata cara penggunaan alat-alat keselamatan yang terdapat di dalam penerbangan ini. Bernafaslah seperti biasa. Anda mesti memakai corong oksigen terlebih dahulu sebelum membantu mereka di bawah jagaan anda. Ini jaket keselamatan. Bagi kelas ekonomi, ia terletak di ruang bawah tempat duduk. Bagi kelas perniagaan, ia terletak di bawah tempat letak tangan di bahagian tengah. Untuk menggunakannya, sarungkan dari kepala seperti ini. Mengaktifkan alat pengesan asap. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who require additional information on the briefing, please refer to the safety information card in the seat pocket in front of you. Should you require further clarification, do not hesitate to call any member of the crew. Thank you.
By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far and would like to see more like it, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me and the channel out so much and would be very much appreciated, but if you don't want to, that's completely okay. It's now time for takeoff on runway 32 left. Now that we're in the air, let's take a quick look at Malaysia Airlines magazine.
Inflight is the channel system which enables you to stream from your personal electronic devices, download magazines, and try like that.
And here's a very quick look at the shopping. These newer 737s don't have in-flight entertainment screens, but they do have streaming entertainment. Here's a quick look at that streaming entertainment system, which has a good selection of movies and TV shows for a streaming entertainment system. Unfortunately though, there was no in-flight moving map. It is good that they have a streaming entertainment system though. Despite the short flight time, as well as a bottle of water, which I'd expect really, or at least water of some sort, small packets of peanuts were also handed out. They were good salted peanuts. After they first came around with the peanuts, they came around later and offered more.
Malaysia Airlines, and we hope you have enjoyed our Malaysian hospitality.
As we descend into Kota Bharu, please allow me to conclude this flight with Malaysia Airlines. Check-in at KL Central was great. It's so good to be able to do it there. The train worked well also, and I would do that again. It was easy and pretty comfortable, on time too I think. The lounge exceeded my expectations, as I said it was a fantastic domestic lounge. Boarding was pretty good too I guess. The seat was great for a short flight with all the modern things you'd expect for a new seat. But again, the seat back, while perfectly okay for a short flight, wasn't amazing. Having streaming entertainment was good, but also kind of expected. The in-flight service was great for such a short flight. The peanuts is a small thing, but appreciated on top of just water. The cabin crew were very friendly based on the few interactions I had with them. It was a very punctual flight too. It's hard to gauge how good Malaysia Airlines is generally, since it's such a short flight. But overall, I was impressed by Malaysia Airlines and the experience flying domestic with them. I think if you have One World Sapphire and could have lounge access, then it's totally worth paying a little bit more for Malaysia Airlines on domestic flights. I would fly with them again on a flight like this. We'll soon pull into the gate about right on time, but for now, please enjoy the rest of the approach and landing on Kota Bharu, Sultan, Ismail, Petra Airport's runway 10.
Selamat datang ke lapangan terbang Sultan Ismail Petra, Kota Bharu. Sila berada di tempat duduk anda dan pasangkan tali geledah sehingga tanda isyarat tersebut dipadamkan. Bagi pihak juruterbang serta seluruh anak kapal bertugas, terima kasih kerana terbang bersama Malaysia Airlines yang juga ahli manual, dan kami berharap anda telah menikmati pelayanan Malaysian Hospitality kami. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sultan Ismail Petra, Kota Bharu. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the seatbelt sign is switched off. It's been our pleasure serving you on behalf of the pilot and the rest of the cabin crew. Thank you for flying Malaysia Airlines, a member of Oneworld Alliance, and we hope you have enjoyed our Malaysian hospitality.
I'd like to take this time to thank you all so much for watching this video. I'd also like to thank all of my incredible Patreons for helping to make these videos possible. Their support is truly so much appreciated, and I couldn't do what I do without them, so thank you so much to them. Once again, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in my next one next Saturday at 5 PM Melbourne time.
Terima kasih.